The acquisition community has a new tool to follow changes and innovation in procurement. The periodic table of acquisition innovations tracks acquisition innovations underway at the Office of Federal Procurement Policy and the Federal Acquisition Institute. Tim Cooke is CEO and owner of ASI Government. He's one of the leaders of the ACT-IAC effort. Tim, welcome. Thanks for coming on the program. I never even made it to chemistry in high school because I barely passed biology. Explain to me how a periodic table relates to acquisition, why you use that framework.
Sure. Thank you, Francis. And it's truly a privilege and an honor to be with you this morning, representing ACT-IAC and the Institute for Innovation, which is a public-private partnership, a bunch of volunteers from industry and government who come together to build this periodic table, which is a way of organizing the many hundreds, if not thousands, of different initiatives underway in government to solve the hard problems of acquisition, really for the purpose of taking time out of the process. The world's moving faster and faster every day, and frankly, missions can't go faster than acquisition. So you may have heard the phrase speed at the need of mission. That's really what we're trying to promote here and spread these innovations through the table.
As you spread these innovations around, how are you going about collecting them all? Who is contributing to this, and how are they contributing to it, Tim?
Great. So it's both industry and government, and it really begins with OFPP, the Office of Federal Procurement Policy, that has really taken the lead here. They are our sponsor for the project, and Leslie Field and Matthew Blum and team have been really instrumental in gaining the support of the community on the government side. On the industry side, we have lots of people who really care about this because it's critical to their business. So the initial table was really built to help people understand the way that the rules could be used to improve speed, which is an interesting concept, right? You think of rules as being in the way. It's not mutually exclusive. The rules can be used to improve speed of acquisition. A great example is the IRS with their pilot IRS program. It's all FAR-based, using the rules smartly to speed up the process.
Yeah, I think that's what's most useful about this, Tim, is that it's all use cases. It's all examples of how this is actually working. It's not theoretical, right?
Absolutely. We are on the ground getting it done, and we're finding the people who are being successful and sharing their stories.
Tell me about those stories that you're tracking most closely right now.
Yeah, so the ones we're working on right now, you know, there's been a burst of activity in the artificial intelligence, RPA, robotic process automation field, which has the ability, frankly, to move mountains of administrative work out of the way of contracting professionals so that they can become those strategic advisors that we always wanted them to be. So that's the focus right now. OFPP had started an initiative with Cortina Smith, building on the work of, by the way, I have to say this, the original table, the Fed 100 awards went out, and 3 of the members of that team were on the award list, and that's Eliana Zavala and Trevor Wagner and Gisa Sateri.
The RPA and AI usage, are you tracking that from the perspective of acquiring that for use broadly across government at various agencies? Are you tracking that for use in the acquisition process itself, or some combination of both, or something else?
Yeah, you hit it. You hit the nail on the head. This is all driven by use cases. Some original work was done by Cortina Smith at OFPP. She covered, through a survey, a couple dozen, more than 20 use cases that she solicited from across government. And use cases really are the best way to think about this technology. It is very effective, but it has to be tailored for each use case. So right now we're focused on 2 use cases in the team that's collecting and adding to the knowledge that we have. The two use cases are contractor responsibility, which has a fairly long history. Lots of people are still doing it, and contract closeout, which everybody needs to do, and some people have already done. So what about the successes that have happened already can be shared in a way to accelerate the progress?
We have about a minute left, Tim. What's the end result that you're going for? What's better when this work is mature?
Yeah, so what's better is that we'll have a new version of the table. That version of the table, which should be coming out later this year, will include a number of different technology innovations. And the technology innovations are brand new to the table. People can still go to the same table address at fai.gov, periodic table, and they'll be able to find all of these technology innovations that we've been able to track and describe. One new part about this, I have to just say it for a second, we're including cultural adaptation. So you might think there's resistance to change here, but when the workforce experiences what these tools can do for them, they wholeheartedly embrace them.
Tim Cooke, thanks very much. It's great to see you again.
It's great to see you. Thank you, Francis.